welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. It's face shave time. Now I did do a head shave using the same soap today, but I didn't record it because my son has got my battery pack, which I normally plug into this because it doesn't last very long, to be honest. I get about an hour's recording, and as you know my videos are too long to do an hour in 2 videos. Right, the soap is this. Grooming department, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Chypre scent, which, to be perfectly honest with you, I really enjoyed Le Grand Chypre from Barrister and Man, and this one I think is even better. If you like Le Grand Chypre, you will love this. It's so similar, it brings back memories of that scent, which I did enjoy. Even my wife enjoyed that scent. But this is really, really nice, and in terms of grooming department, it's a great scent strength and it doesn't smell of cat's piss. That's a big bonus. As you guys know, I did use a grooming department soap a long time ago now, probably 2 years ago, and it was horrendously scented, like just absolutely feral, disgusting. This smells beautiful, absolutely lovely. And if it performs as well as the vegetal base that I have in the Basic scent, then it'll be a win-win. Now, the brush for today is that darn Rob 28mm, let's see that, 28mm Rhodium knot, hand tied in Australia by Sir Jan, and it's just absolutely, I just love this knot. It lost a lot of hairs in the beginning, the handle is stunning, but it's a beautiful brush. So I'm going to get the lather done and then talk about the razor a little bit when I get there. Brilliant. So here we go, straight onto the soap. Right, there we go. That is a 13-second load, there or thereabouts. Whether that'll be enough, I don't know. This is a big knot, but it does work well. Now, as you can see, I do have quite a bit of growth. I think I've got 6 days growth. I'll be honest with you, I've been just so tired. I've been reading a lot of books. Who would have thought reading books would exhaust you? I say a lot of books, I've just been reading a lot. They're big books, so they take me a while to read them. But it's so tiring reading a book, it really is. It's mentally exhausting just trying to remember what's what, who's who and where you are. Thankfully these books aren't too strenuous in terms of storyline, they're pretty linear, so, but a good few twists and turns in them. Right, so there is the brush loaded. I'm just going to paint that on. Oh, it's a great scent, and it's a great scent strength, like it's a good 6 or a 7, easy. I did just shave my head with this soap as well, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't like the way it lathered. It didn't lather as nice or as easily as the vegetal base that I have. Now this base, I am not sure what this base is called, I've got absolutely no idea, but that is the ingredients list, so if you guys know what it is, let me know. This was very kindly, well I say kindly, it was a part of a trade with Marion the Barbarian, and I'm looking forward to using it, I really am. Let's start dipping the tips in paints of water. I haven't had this much growth for a while now. Here. Pretty unusual from this knot these days. In terms of my recovery from my wrist, you probably won't see it, but you can see pretty much just along here, that's where the incision was. The actual swelling of it has gone down heaps. I've got 2 little red marks here as well. But it's doing much better. I do have a lot more movement. I do have more strength in it. I've been working on it now for the last 2 weeks, doing some strength and conditioning with it, and it is getting better, but I've still got quite a bit of pain from it when I do anything that's just a little bit too much for it, too much weight or too much twisting. But hopefully we'll get there. Right, I think I can splay this brush now. I've got my hand physio today. Tomorrow, what have I got on tomorrow? My son's got a doctor's appointment, and then it's his guitar arts exhibition thing where he plays the guitar tomorrow night at school. And then Thursday I am seeing my wrist specialist to have a look at it again and make sure everything is travelling well from his point of view. And then in the afternoon I'm getting my legs redone again with the veins that didn't close up, or the veins that weren't able to be done. So it'll be, I think it's called sclerotherapy. Which is when they actually inject basically like a glue into your vein to close it up, which I had in my right leg, and it was much less traumatic, much less painful, that's for sure. Just going to add a little bit of water. And see, I'm having the same thing here with this lather that I had on my hair. It just doesn't feel quite as nice, doesn't lather up quite as nice as that vegetal base that I've got. Now granted, I have 6 days growth, and having a bit of growth on your face or your head does affect the lather, without a doubt it does. But it just doesn't seem to... It's quite airy. I don't know whether you can see any, but even to me in the mirror, it looks quite airy. Maybe it needs a heavier load. Maybe I need to soak the soap before I use it, but that's generally irrelevant. I've been using a 13-second load on all the soaps I've been using recently, and they've all performed very, very well. So I will beat this one into submission and just see what I can get from it. I don't want to go too hard and irritate my skin with the brush and get brush burn. It looks to me like it still needs some more water. You really feel how nice the tips are on this brush. You do it on your lips. Oh, it's definitely coming together now. I'm starting to see what I would expect to see. Obviously just needs a good drink. Yeah, that looks pretty good now. That looks pretty damn good, and the scent is just absolutely beautiful. I love the scent, and it's great scent strength as well. I'm not sure how Mohammed scents his soaps. I don't know whether it's all fragrance oils or whether he uses essential and fragrance, or I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to, in all honesty. But it's all in the shave. Now, the razor's going to be this. Don't have to talk about this. The Feather Artist Club stainless steel disposable blade, straight style, or whatever you want to call it. Now, the blades, however, are these. These were very, very kindly gifted me from a gentleman on Paste and Cut, which is a forum over here in Australia. Now these are Schick Proline P30s. I don't know whether it's P30 or because there's 30 blades in this. I was amazed. They sent me a brand new pack, never opened, never ever used, and yeah, brilliant. I don't know how long they last, I don't know how good they are, but I'm really looking forward to trying them. Now I think with this razor you can actually load a blade like that. Does that work? So let's try it. So there's basically a little post there on the left, on this side, and there's a hole in the razor. So I'm just going to try this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You slot the hole onto there, lie that flat, you pull back the loading mechanism until it clicks. There we go, and then this should just be a push. Yeah, as you can see, that just does not work. It's popped out. I wouldn't normally do that, I just thought I'd give it a try. So there is the blade. This is a Shick. Come on, focus. Doesn't want to focus today. There we go. Shick P30 blade. Very rounded on the corners, which I like. That means there's much less chance of slicing my face open with it. So I'm going to pop that into the feather, like so. It's quite a light blade and it's very thin. Actually, I don't even know whether that's holding the blade. This is a lot thinner. Yeah, it seems to be holding it. A lot thinner blade in terms of thickness compared to the Feather Artist Clubs. So here we go. I'm really looking forward to using this. This blade comes with a very good reputation. It's actually sticking out quite a fair bit, so I'm expecting it to be reasonably similar to the Feather Artist Club, the super professionals that I have. As you can see, the lather is still there, it looks great, and here we go. Well, I can't really say much more than that, can I? I think the blade is speaking for itself. It feels very, very smooth. It doesn't feel as sharp, as efficient, like a razor blade sharp. I know it's a razor blade, but compared to the Feather Super Professional. If anything, I would say this feels a little bit more like a straight razor would feel. Just maybe not a straight razor that I've used recently. But this feels beautiful. Really nice. Right, I'll just flip it up now. Now sadly, I don't have the hawk anymore to put this blade through its paces in a different type of razor, but I'm very, very impressed with it so far. It feels very smooth. I do like the feeling of it. Like I say, it doesn't have that keenness of the feather blade. So it doesn't quite. It doesn't slice through. I was going to show you that ladder there, but it just fell clean off the blade. It doesn't slice through quite as smoothly as such. It's a very smooth shaver, but it's not as smooth through the haze. Yeah, very, very nice. Of course, needs quite a bit of touch-ups. The lather is a touch dry. Probably just see the lather sticking to the blade there. But that's not too bad. The lather performed well. Along with the blade. It is a new blade, so it's sort of a new blade, new soap combo. And so far, so very good. So I rinse off the razor in the warm water. And fill the sink back up. Of course, there's quite a bit of hair left over, but that's to be expected. You can see big chunks. Hopefully we'll get rid of that on this pass. The residual slickness is excellent, very, very good. And the scent strength still, even just with this on my face, smells great. Although it could be coming up from the brush as well. Right, just going to wipe the handle down, I've got a bit of lather all over it. Here we go. So it's a very, very light lather. In fact, if anything, I would say this looks like it's dissipating a little bit on my skin. Like it's not a dense, heavy lather like Ariana and Evans or... what was the other one I used recently? God, my memory's dreadful. Oh, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. The CK6 formula. Very, very light. That doesn't mean the performance is going to be poor, but it does look to me like the lather is possibly going to start dissipating on me, but maybe not. Maybe it's just looks like that. Does feel very nice though. Right, let's try a little bit of against the grain. That was really, really nice. The soap is very slick actually, it's very, very slick, which is really for this type of shave. This is what I want. Just going to catch that part of my chin. It's not a recommended technique, but it works. that so far is brilliant. Just slosh the water around a little bit. I mean, that's knocked out a lot of that hair that was under here. I'm still nowhere near BBS or anything, but very, very happy. Yeah, it's nowhere near a great lather in my humble opinion. It's a good lather with great performance. One of the wife's hairs again. I know it's not mine because I ain't got any. Yeah, this is a very, very nice plate. Bloody pimple there. It's amazing the things you find when you... Right, I'm just gonna try this against the grain here again. That's close enough for me there, and then I'll come down the grain. Let's come down. This blade is super, super smooth now. It's like it's settled in already. Right, I would normally finish off around the lips with it as well, but I'm just gonna, it's got great slickness. I can tell just from the feel now, I think the post shave or the immediate post shave is going to be lovely as well. I'm just going to do the round lips. Oh, don't damage my handle. Now, there's not a whole heap left around my lips. I've got most of it with the Chypre. I am getting better with it, but I am going to use the Carve Christopher Bradley razor. Well, I'm very, very happy with that. Who would have thought the Feather Artist Club could get any better? Wow, really impressed. I'm just going to get this lather out of the knot. Now, the lather from the soap wasn't the best. The first pass was pretty good. After that, it was very thin, quite airy, plenty of slickness. And to be honest, that's all you really need. I love the scent. I think the scent's superb. I think maybe with a synthetic brush I might yield a better lather, or maybe just a little bit of longer load. I don't know, maybe it needed more water, I'm not sure. But in the end it turned out to be quite airy, whilst maintaining the good slickness. Little lumps and bumps on it. Right. Just picked that spot there, couldn't help myself. I will say, I've just done 3 passes with this Chypre with a new blade that I've never used before, and the irritation on my skin is non-existent, there is none. However, my skin does feel, albeit moisturised, it feels a little bit dry, surprisingly, which I haven't felt for quite a long time. It still feels wonderful, I must say that, but it doesn't feel super moisturised, even though I've got no irritation in it. There's no tightness either, it just feels to my fingers not quite as moisturised as I've had lately. But I'm very happy with the shave. I think the performance of the soap and the scent is very, very good. It's just that post shave just does feel, I mean it still feels great, just I notice the difference because of all the products I've been using lately. At the end of the day it's irrelevant because I'm going to be putting this on anyway. Codex Beauty Skin Superfood. Just wet my hands, 1 pump, and that does my whole head and face. Easily. So, given that this base is a recent base, one of the newer bases from Grooming Department, there is the little donkey on the front. It is a Chypre scent, very, very similar to Legrand Chypre from Barrister and Man. It's quite a firm soap, firmish. The scent is incredible. But I will say, and for me it's a clear winner, the old vegetal base I have, which is at least 2 years old, outperforms that lather in terms of the lather itself. The post shave I would say probably outperforms it as well, so it's very, very interesting results given that this is a much newer base, it's more expensive, and it is a tallow base as well, which most people generally regard for face feel and post shave and slickness and all that sort of stuff. I find this vegetal base, which is older, and I've not even tried this latest vegetal base. Yeah, I don't get it. Very, very post shave now is exceptional, but that cream is very, very good stuff. The brush for today was that Dan Rob 28mm Rhodium knot, which is just an exceptional brush. I absolutely love it. The razor for today, for the biggest part of it, was the Feather Artist Club stainless steel disposable blade straight razor, I think they call them. And the blade that was in it was one of these, and to be honest with you, it's far superior to the Feather Super Professional, which I really, really like. This is better, so that says a lot for these blades. So if you can get hold of them and you really enjoy these razors and you're enjoying the Feather Super Professionals or the Feather Sharp blades, this thing isn't quite as sharp, but it's very, very smooth. And to be honest with you, to get through a full shave with no weepers down here, none at all. I had 1 weeper there, but that could have been the carve. I'm very, very happy. And finished off today with the carve, Christopher Bradley razor with the A plate, and 20 use Wizardmet blade, which still feels great. I did shave my head with it today as well for the first pass, and it's still peeling through here comfortably. And finished off with Codex Beauty Skin Superfood. To be honest with you, I would say overall that shave was better than the last two shaves I had with PAI and Ariana and Evans, believe it or not. Just overall that shave for me was better. It could be that my skin's rested for 6 days and things like that, but it just felt great and my skin feels superb today, so I'm very, very happy. And anyway, with that, I'm at 31 minutes. See, I told you, this would go well over an hour if I did 2 videos. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, and thanks very much for sending me these. Absolutely brilliant. So happy. Cheers.